Okay, we are live. Appa hege live. I don't know if I am live or not. So, I'm gonna make some plans today. I'll quickly just switch to profiles. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna make it like this level. Yeah. So I'm only looking for longs, possibly above 64s because they were these sellers. They might defend. So first plan is where are we opening? ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ open ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ ਆ? So we are it's a tricky zone. So ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡੀ profile ਦੇਖਾਂ, I'll make it larger so that I can see it. OBS ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਿਖ ਰਿਹਾ? Okay, it's not good. So I'll just remove it. Yeah, it's a tricky zone because it's very hard to understand that where these balances they want to form. So I'll mark this as a zone here. I hope you can see this, all of these profiles. But this is a good zone for me to gauge. I will just make it, yeah. Now I will look for value areas. Okay, so I'll mark this as a zone here. And possibly this here, like that. Okay. So मेरा plan आज दा किया. I want to stay neutral as long as price is between 6744 and 67 possibly 2017. So इत्थे मैं neutral रहना चाहना है, just because I don't see too much here. मैंने कुछ ज़्यादा देख नहीं रहा. So I will mark this as a zone. Okay. Yep. All right. So this is a good zone for me to gauge because you see this dip in volume in the bigger profile. In the if I change this to studies, 10 days, maybe I will change it to somewhere around 20 days. Apply. Okay. Sorry, I have to take it out. Yep. So this is a good zone for me to gauge, especially this area. So if I see price below 6717, okay, I'll make a plan here. Control Y. Below 6717, I want to be playing. I want to be short, targeting 6688. TRGTANG 6688. Only if sellers are strong. All right. So this is one of my plans. I will change its color to purple. Okay, so that's my short thesis. That this is a clear zone. Okay, this one. Because I saw a lot of selling in this zone, you see all of these sellers who initiated this move downwards. So if I go into candlestick chart, that will give a little bit of information to me. Okay, I see some supply zones forming on the candlestick chart, so I'll mark those zones and see how those areas they react. Okay, so this was a zone. All right, this was the start of the move. So on all right, for me to be long, I want to see um the wicks below 19 point, I would say. I want to see wicks below 19.5, somewhere around 19.5. It's currently at 19.5, so I want a little more drop in wicks. I will say 19.2. Stall coordinates 19.2. All right, so I want to see wicks below 19.2 for me to play this continuation, which I will show you here. Control Y. I want to be long above 6748. I will say 6750 to target 6762. 6762 if buyers support pullbacks. Okay, control Y, C. Right, so this is one of my plans. I'm gonna say chart drawings. I will select a green color for this. All right, and especially control Y, the highest quality LITY long would be if price breaks 67002 to 6708, especially SPCA double, especially in the first 2 hours of the open, I want to target PRG all-time highs. Okay, so this is I'll change its color to green. Okay, so these are like my 3 theses. So currently price is opening in a, oh come on man. Okay, so currently the price is opening, you know, between two balanced areas. So this is not a balance for me. This is a balance for me. This area, this one big balance, I will take it out. Okay, I will take it out. No, sorry. Oh shit, I can't really. Anyways, I'll just draw like horizontal lines here. Yeah. Configuration. Okay, I will change its color to something like bluish. Okay. Blue line. Okay. Yep. Oh well, what have I done here? Sorry, this is not 6708. This was 6760, I think. Yep. I'll take these out. I'll take this out. I'll take this out. Modify text 6760 6768 6768. Okay. Yep. So this zone, I would love to see a breakout above it, and once it's above it, there's very high probability the price is gonna go up. So now I'm gonna look at any anomalies in the data. I see this exhaustion print, so that's all right. All of these, what do you say, weak highs? Yeah, something like that. Weak highs are gone. So these sellers, they need to be taken out. Okay, I will mark here. The highest quality long would be, I want to be long here. Target, okay, copy and move drawing. I will mark this as a zone. Okay. So yeah, that's my plan for today. If I see sellers here, I will take a shot to target lows, but in conjunction with the selling which we saw yesterday, that was a sharp sell. I was expecting it. मैं पूरा सोच रहा सी, but I wasn't confident enough कि मैं इन्हू publicly दसा, but that was experience. Like, just मेरा experience that I had a gut feeling that market will break in one direction, पर मैनू ये नहीं पता सी केड़ी direction. So, you know, flow ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, if you can't figure out the flow, you will always be on the wrong side of the market. So ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ flow ਪੜਨਾ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ, you will always be right. Not always, like, if you know how to manage risk, that's a win-win. All right, there is a demand formation here at 6684. 6684. Yeah, that's a level. I was looking at 6688, somewhere around 6684, 6688. Demand. I will mark this as level. Okay. 90 minutes. 90 minutes. So yeah, that's my plan for today. If I see something, I see something. If I don't see something, I don't see something. So zero prints got filled. I don't see anything which zero prints are trying to do, so these zero prints are no longer valid for me. This chart is very bullish. So, oh wow, holy shit. 6737 the level that they are level that there is somebody who's trying to sell. So I will wait. I won't mark every single level. I will just only mark the highest quality, highest probability levels. So that's why I am not. I have to expand this zone, you know. And this is one of the areas. So this is where I want to be short in this level. Copy and move drawing. I would like to see it here. Modify text. If I see sellers at 6742, where they initiate and get RWARDED, I want to be short. Targeting 6712 6712 6724/6712. Okay, so these are my 4 theses ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਂ volume profiles ਤੋਂ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ. And then I will look at footprints, and I will look at, oh, I have to do it. Okay, yep, great. I need to bring it down. Yeah. All right. That's perfect. Okay. So plan is done. Now the thing is, I have to wait, and I need to edit. Show title bar. Oh, I want title bars. So I need to wait for one of my plans to get triggered and just execute the trade. That's the plan. Great. So let me quickly import this into my journal. Where is it? Where is it? Notebook. Logo day 23rd October. I will daily pre-market post-market plan. I will just quickly paste it there. So मैंने पता है ਹੁਣ I have a plan. I have to follow it. Otherwise, I am not taking any trades. So currently market is bullish. And I will see how market reacts to new information. So that's it. I'll be back quickly. I think market is open. Yeah, market is open. Wow. Crazy. I'm seeing super aggressive buying coming into the market. So I will be looking at it from a very objective perspective. So ਜਦੋਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਇੱਕ level trigger ਹੋਊਗਾ, then I will show you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I think I need to duplicate. Should I? Yep. Candlestick. Candlesticks. Hold on, I'm trying to add something. Display window capture, display capture, now window capture. Trading view. Trading view. Okay. Window to be captured as trading view. Okay. Wow, it's not showing up. Something is wrong with it. I don't know why it doesn't want me to show it. Okay, it's here, it's here, it's here. So my trading view is a little smaller than my other, you know, charts, because I'm just capturing screens. So I will delete this, remove. Yes. Okay, so that's great. Now I have every single thing. Alright, that's great. So first level trigger hoya mera. I'm not looking for anything right now. Anything. I'm looking for shorts. First shorts to play. If I see price below Shift R this level, I'll look for shots. So first 5 minutes, I always wait. I don't like to trade in first 5 minutes of the market open. There's monkeys jumping around, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. That level got supported, so I'm not looking for shots right now. Maybe there will be an exhaustion print, maybe. Maybe. So this level got supported, which is great. I see a low volume formation, which is in this level. So the best trade would be at this level. Yep. So I will be looking for longs above this level now. So the thing is, I don't like. Nah, I like it. Sorry, I saw cumulative volume delta and I liked it. So I will wait for it because if this zone you see from 6750 to 67646, if this breaks and price continues to move higher, then I will use it as a context that okay, buyers are present. So that's one thesis which I'm currently trying to form, because there's a big offer, that's a huge offer. So इन्हें मैं as a context use करूँगा. You see buyers are defending here. Then if I see an exhaustion print here and sellers step in and they bring prices down and they bring the prices below 6745, which is one of my key levels, then I will try to play shorts. You see how I'm forming my thesis? So that's one of my theses. I see a lot of buyers stepping in, a lot of buyers stepping in, a lot of buyers. 6769. So 6769 is one of my levels, which is way up. So I will look for those levels to get triggered. Oh wow, holy shit. Should have been long here. Emotion कदे नहीं जाना ताड़े चो. I should have bought it here. I should have done this. ये कदे नहीं जाना. So be patient. Be patient. So now I'll mark this level, which this would be zero print, not zero prints, buyers maybe, configuration buyers. Okay. So now there's a big low volume formation here. Okay, this is one of my levels. I want to see how price will react. Yeah, in this zone 6760 to 6767. So I will see what will happen there. Oh my god, what the fuck? 1,000 more contracts. Somebody's trying to sell this move. I don't know. Market makers, they are hedging against yesterday's move. I don't know. Nobody gives a shit about that. The only thing is I use those pieces of information as context. If I see sellers, if I see buyers, they are hitting the offer and getting rewarded, I know these are buyers, actual buyers. If I see a lot of buyers getting exhausted, a lot of buyers just hitting a wall of passive sellers, I know there will be a move which will reverse. So I'm not trying to reverse anything right now. I'm just staying patient. I'm waiting for my setup to form. I'm seeing a lot of exhaustion at the highs, like 3 levels which created an exhaustion print. But there's a buyer right below it. So if I see that buyer defending price, I will look to play longs. Not right now. Because if I take a long here, what would be my target? My target would be like 7 points away, which is not too high, which is बहुत काटा मेरे लिए वो target. So I will use pieces of information as context. If I don't see a trade, I don't see a trade. If I see a trade, I will take a trade. Simple as that. So buyers are super aggressive currently, which I'm seeing. So now my plan would be edit this drawing. Now my plan would be to long in 6749 level to 6742 level. I'll look for longs in this zone and then I will play longs. Apart from that, I'm not looking, so I will delete this. Three points. So I want volatility. Volatility. If I don't see volatility, I'm not taking trades. So currently I'm just sitting on my hands and just relaxing. I don't see sellers coming in. I'm seeing buyers stepping in. So there's a lot of, mixed signals. मैं उतों हवा जिथे ने बदामी लोक रंग दे मैं उतों जिथे पै जवे पंगा ते सिद्धा टंग दे यार माइक हमेशा म्यूट से क्यों होंदा मेरा what the fuck man. So there's a lot of mixed signals I'm seeing. That's what I was talking about. I'm seeing this buyer who's defending price, but what would be my target? There are a lot of sellers. So if I zoom out, you see buyers are happy to give those prices to those offers. So there's a wall of offers right here where my level is. So my first plan would be to take a short to maybe target like 51s. That would be 10 points. But ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ aggressive buyers who are continuously hitting the offers, who hit the offers continuously, I am not looking to play shorts because these buyers are getting rewarded. You see, that's very rare कि पहले 10 मिनट ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ I see this big cumulative delta. You see, that's 7,200 contracts hitting the offer. That's huge, huge. So I'm only looking for buys. I mean longs. Bye, 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 bye. I'm a motherfucking Abaru. I'm just looking at my stream. I'm just looking at my stream. If the aggressive buyers who are, continuously hitting the offers below, then I will not. I'm gonna look at any anomaly. Oh, the stream is great. Okay, I'm seeing some sellers coming in here in my zone. If I see those sellers below 59.60s, this level, I might take a short. But if I don't see those sellers come in, I'm not interested. Uh-huh. If I don't see sellers coming in here, I'm not taking any trades. That's my plan. You know, trading bot patience, Ali Gamer. If you can't control your emotions, you will lose. And I've done all of those mistakes. I wasn't born a trader. You will lose. And I've done all of those mistakes. I wasn't born a trader. You will lose. And I've done all of those mistakes. Stream quality is great because I just watched my stream and it's very low latency. I still don't recommend anybody to. Sorry, I'm watching the screens. I still don't recommend anybody to follow my trades. It is a system which works for me, and I don't recommend people to follow me blindly. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm trying a short. Yeah, just gonna target those 48s. My stop is very tight, right above 62. 52. Okay, I'm trying to short. Yeah. I have a very tight stop and I'm gonna target those 52s to 50 um 52s to around, VWAP, not VWAP, sorry, VPOC, so which is 48. I'm keeping my stop very tight, so if sellers are present, they will bring prices down. So that's great. I'm up 4 points. I'm going with a heavier size this time because I have a very tight stop loss around 2.5 points right above this level. Yep, 63, no, 62. So I want to see sellers continue selling and then I will take it off. If I don't see those sellers continue, then I don't see them. Okay, buyers jumping in, buyers jumping in, sellers jumping in, sellers jumping in. I don't want those sellers to get absorbed, so I want a continuation back under 54 to target 48. The sellers are trying to push lower. 52 is going to be our key level because that's high of the overnight session. So okay, the VPOC has changed. The price is trying to bounce from VPOC, but I'm observing some selling activity here. If I show you the footprint, I'm seeing some sellers jumping in this zone, which I talked about pre-market. So I'm gonna flatten this. So I'm out of this trade break even. I don't like this buying and I don't like the continuation from the buyers because you see a lot of volume is getting developed here in this zone. So break even trade for me. Now I will again look for exhaustion from buyers, then I will take a short. If they show me that they want to be short. Okay, I'm trying once again, 6, so just gonna target those 48s again. If I don't see a continuation from sellers here, I'm gonna take it off. So my stop is just 3 points. And there's a low volume area which sellers will be able to quickly push the prices down. If they can't, the buyer's gonna step in. So I want this seller to defend now. This seller especially. If he can't defend it, then I don't know who will. I want sellers, I want sellers, I want sellers. Quick sellers, quick flush. I'm going against the market, so it's a little bit lower probability, but because I saw sellers from yesterday, I'm comfortable taking this short. And I'm seeing buyers are not super aggressive right now. It's done on a low volume. If I lose, I lose. That's all right. You have to accept the outcome, otherwise you won't be able to take trades. I want sellers to jump in. I'm seeing buyers getting absorbed. This is a decision zone, so if somebody's not in a trade, I won't recommend anybody to initiate a trade right now. But I'm seeing selling coming in. That's a great sign. So I want the price to be below 5754 level, and I'm gonna target lower prices. You know, zooming it out, it looks good, but I'm seeing some buyers coming in, which is not good. So I'm gonna give it a time. I will see what happens here. Okay, buyers are super strong. I might take it off. Still a chance. Still a chance. Um, I'm gonna follow my stop loss. Yep, somebody's trying to push the markets down at a key level. Nah, that's not gonna work. Maybe, maybe not. I want the sellers to come aggressively now. Push the prices down. Okay, the sellers are in. So that's a great indication that sellers are present in this market. And now I'm gonna target these lower prices. Maybe 4.8, and if I see sellers super aggressive, I can target even lower. Even into 21s if I see sellers coming in right now, right at this moment. Right here. I want sellers. Great. Great. That's a great freaking indication that sellers are present. Now I want a continuation to this level, 48, 46. But if I don't see it, then I don't see it. I want the price to be below 52s. Now the buyers are coming in again. Okay, sellers are jumping in. Cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If I see a flush through these bids, I'm super happy to let this trade run. But I don't like these offers. I don't really love these offers. If I don't see a continuation down, I'm probably gonna take this trade off early. But if I see continuation downwards, then, you know, my target might be 20 points away. But if I don't see it, I don't see it. I don't know. You see the volume is rising on the sell side. You see these sellers are trying to defend the price and they are currently getting rewarded. I'm not sure how they will react to lower prices. So now the price is at key level where the buyer came in. I want price to quickly flush through this zone, otherwise, I don't know. Quick flush from sellers. So now I am up 6 points. My stop is almost break even, just 1 point above, which is I'm entering with 6 contracts. So which means 6 fives are, what is it? 6 fives are 30 and 1 point is, so my risk is just $30 now. I risked around $70 on this trade, and now my risk is almost half. If I don't see sellers here, I'm gonna take it up. Oh, these buyers are freaking crazy. I want sellers right now, right at this moment, and bring prices down. Otherwise, my thesis is wrong, and I might close this trade early. Yeah, they are stepping in. I want these bids to be flushed away. If they get flushed, then that's a very strong indication the price might want to go down. And my target can be so big on this trade because I identified these sellers from yesterday. If I show you the volume profiles, you see all of these sellers. That's where the price came in, and the price rejected there. And oh yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm de-risking, if that's a word, myself a little bit. Maybe when the volatility goes a little down. My stop is at break even, so 2 trades. This is a risk-free trade. Last trade of the day. I'm not taking any more trades. That will fuck up my mental capital. So if I see sellers continue at this level, my target can be lower, much lower. So what I was talking about, you see all of these sellers, they are rejecting price, and I saw confirmation, good confirmations that the price might want to go down, and I just hit the sell button. That's it. So I'm gonna take some contracts off. Yeah. Buy market. Okay. So I de-risked myself because it's a key level, and I'm leaving this is a key level. I'm leaving the rest of the contracts to hit 44s, somewhere around 44, 42s. I'm gonna take it off. Okay, I'm off here. I closed this trade. That's it. That's it. You know, the first trade was good. Great confirmation. I closed at break even. The second trade, same thesis, and it worked perfectly. So the winning streak continues. You know, gentlemen, market at that I'm looking at the market. The market it's just making highs with no big pullbacks. I see that there is a lot of enthusiasm in the market. So this is a good level to take longs. This level which got triggered, yeah. So देखो ਜਦੋਂ market है ना ऊपर ਜਾਂਦੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ, a little bit of pullback will put people in pain ਹਨਾ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ higher prices ਉੱਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ buy ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ just by thinking oh market is going up, it's shooting up, ਮਾੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ pullback ਆਣਾ, they will be fucked. So that was the thesis behind this trade ਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਵੀ pullback ਦਿਖਿਆ below this level and I observed sellers, I observed some what do you say it, absorption from the passive sellers, and I saw the aggressive sellers are trying to jump in at a key level, so I took a shot. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ pre-market plan ਦੇਖੋਗੇ, I talked about this level. The highest quality trade would be above this longs, the highest ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ shorts ਦੇਖੂੰਗਾ because there were sellers in from yesterday. So those sellers are factored in, and I saw absorption. I was like, oh, there might be a chance that these sellers might want to take the markets down. So it's a probabilities game. You see, जिथे मेरा exit होया, it bounced perfectly. मैं थे 4748 ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ exit ਕੀਤਾ and price just bounced perfectly from there. And there is still a chance that price wants to go lower, target lower prices. So ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਹ ਦੋ anomalies ਕੱਢ ਦਵਾਂ, I think ਦੋ ਹੀ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ. Yep. ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਹ ਦੋ anomalies ਕੱਢ ਦਵਾਂ, these big buyers, which makes somewhere around 2500 contracts, and currently cumulative volume delta is plus 5000, which means only 2500 contracts were actually triggered by the masses. So 99% of these buys were done by people, maybe retail traders, maybe institutions, anybody, but 1% of this cumulative delta is done by one or two buyers. So I look for anomalies, I look for data. This is great. This looks amazing to me. This looks like the price will hit lower prices, maybe somewhere around 40s, or I don't know, you know. ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਥੇ price ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਹੈਗਾ, this is a zone where I would be looking for buys. So this was a scalp. I just took a scalp. It worked perfectly, and I'm very happy with it. A happy man. So yeah, that would be it. I'm done for the day. I'll import my trades into my journal. Trade activity log, display today's date. Okay, file not export. Save log as folder. Desktop. Okay, save. See those sellers are super aggressive. I'm a motherfucking Peru. You see how my emotions play a very key role? I wasn't stressed, I wasn't giving a single shit to anything. I was very calm. I was looking for this cell 6743. 6743. Execution. Done. That's imported. So trades are imported. The streak continues. I've done it all live. So ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਾਂ that trading works. If you call this technical analysis, if you call trend lines, if you call cup and handles, your analysis, I don't know if it works. If it works, it works. But ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਕਦੇ ਉਹ work ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ. So I don't want to talk shit about other people ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ use ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. ਪਰ ਮੇਰਾ opinion ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿ that lacks objectivity. I was giving my plan live. I was giving my long thesis, short thesis. See how I flipped my thesis that ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ buyers ਦੇਖਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਸੀ. I was looking for longs. And ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ key level ਤੇ sellers ਦੇਖੇ and I saw a pattern because ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ market ਦੇਖ ਚੁੱਕਾ that I have an intuition ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ feel ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਿ okay market might want to do this. So that's called subjective analysis ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ experience ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਆ ਸਕਦਾ. So ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ you are trading for 2 months 3 months 6 months ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਉਹ subjectivity ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ subjective analysis ਆ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੀ experience ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆ. So mostly ਲੋਕੀ 90 days ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 90% of their capital lose ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨਾ. So 90% of people in 90 days lose 90% of their capital. That's factual statistics. ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ simple ਜਿਹਾ reason ਕੀ ਆ? Emotions. People can't control their fear, people can't control their greed. I was a little greedy yesterday, but today I was very calm. If I think I overtraded yesterday, nah, I didn't overtrade. I traded with objective. I followed my rules. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਕਿ 3 consecutive losses ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ I shut my shit down and I don't take trades. Today I have taken 2 trades. One was $15 loss, break even for me. A little drawdown. Some people might call it drawdown, but it's pretty much break even for me because I was going in with heavier size. We break even ਤਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ because price ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ stop because stops are market orders. So ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ liquidity ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ your stop will be triggered at a higher price. So because I was short and I put my stop loss right where my entry was and the price may have just shooted up 1 point. So that's all right. That's called slippage. I'm happy with the slippage. Then I took the same short with a little bit more conviction that I was observing some exhaustion from buyers. They were not able to bring the prices higher with some, imbalance with aggressiveness. So that's why I took a shot again, and it worked perfectly. I planned my exit way before I took that trade. Okay, so I planned my stop loss, where my stop would be. So stop is usually my wrong thesis. I call it wrong thesis. कि जिथे मैं wrong. I'm wrong here. So that needs to be objective. That can't be subjective. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਟਾਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਦੇ you will be moving your stops every single time. So ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਟਾਪਸ ਮੂਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ ਆ that's wrong. I usually don't put stop orders when I am investing. I usually don't put stop orders when I am swing trading, which is something. My longest swing trade is 9 months, 9 to 10 months, I think, somewhere around that. That was I invested in. I won't call it investment. I call it a trade. I traded Marathon Digital. It's still tradable because Bitcoin prices were very low at that time, and I saw they were investing huge money into the Bitcoin mining rigs. So I traded that. I didn't put a stop order. So एक time ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ my average entry price was $16. एक time ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਉਹ $9 ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ, and I wasn't panicking. Okay, zero ਕਦੋਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ? When the company goes bankrupt, ਉਦੋਂ price zero ਹੋਣਾ, ਜਾਂ that company gets delisted, ਉਦੋਂ price zero ਹੋਣਾ ਉਹਦਾ. So I wasn't panicking. I was like, okay, that's all right. Price will eventually shoot up. ਜਦੋਂ Bitcoin ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਊਗਾ, the price is gonna shoot up. ਮੈਨੂੰ Bitcoin ਬਾਰੇ ਇੰਨੀ knowledge ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ. I accept that. I still want to learn more about Bitcoin and all of those airdrops, all of those what do you call it? There's something else in the coins industry. I think ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ that forex ਤੇ crypto ਇੰਨੀ ਬਦਨਾਮ ਆ. I don't want to touch it. ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਟੱਚ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ, because it's super ਉਹਨੇ reputation lose ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ, so it lost its reputation. That's why I don't want to touch it. If you are investing in Bitcoin, that's great. If somebody says I'm trading Bitcoin, Sean karda ya, Sean does Bitcoin, and I don't know how does he do it. I don't know how do he do it. I have no idea. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ. I tried Bitcoin. I was like, what the fuck? ਮੈਂ Bitcoin ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ try ਕੀਤਾ, and I was like, what the fucking hell is that? Because ਉਹਦਾ price ਇੰਨਾ high ਆ, 100,000 plus ਉਹਦਾ price ਆ. So there's a lot of data coming in. So my computer is not strong enough. It's still i7, I think 14th generation. It couldn't handle that data. Sometimes computers handle kar sakde data. Sometimes the data feeds are super slow that they are not able to handle those data sets. So that's why I don't like Bitcoin. Um, I like what I like. Sorry, I'm looking at the screens. I'm looking at the stream. So ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ question ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, where did I learn trading? Okay, ਇਹਦਾ answer ਇਹ ਆ, I learned it from multiple people. Okay, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ trading ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ, basic knowledge. I learned it from Umar. He's a legend. Umar Ashraf. He's a legend. Then ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ that all of these trend lines, all of these, head and shoulders, all of these cup and handle patterns are nonsense. then I started looking for more ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ order flow ਬਾਰੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ. Then I learnt order flow from Carmine. He's, I would say he's my biggest mentor ਜਿਹਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ trading ਸਿਖਾਈ. He's a great man because ਉਹਨੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ that I will never give you signals. I will give you a roadmap. You have to work on it. You have to go through it to get through it. And for a year, I was like, the concepts which he talk about, it's not working for me. ਇੱਕ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ that what Carmine says about, he was doing great at that. As you know, ਮੈਂ Carmine ਤੋਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ when he was trading. He was making around, you know, $1,000 $2,000 per day. I'm learning from him from that moment. They Now he makes 50 30 40 grands a day US dollars. That's 60 70,000 New Zealand dollars. So I was like, how can this man knows what I don't know? Because ਉਹ you know 1-2 ਮਿੰਟ ਦੀਆਂ delayed entries ਦੱਸਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ enter ਕਰ ਗਿਆ and I was like, what is he seeing? ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਦਾ ਕੀ ਪਿਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਖ ਰਿਹਾ? And over time, I learned from multiple different people. Then I learned from Carmine's. ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ Carmine, I mean, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ Carmine ਕੋਲੋਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ. He was already trading before. Matt Owens. He's a great trader. I learned from him. Then I learned from multiple academies, not physical academies. These are like institutions. Not like a shitty institution. It's a proper registered institution. So I learned from them. Learned from those people. I paid for a lot of courses. Yes, I have paid, maybe invested somewhere around $10,000 $20,000 in courses. Some of them were shit. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰੀ investment strategy swing trading strategy there's also a trader named Zed Monopoly. ਬਹੁਤ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ trader he lives in Dubai. ਕਾਫੀ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ trade ਕਰਦਾ ਪਿਆ and he's a fucking genius. You see, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ multiple times trade ਕਰਦੇ and you see all of those people. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੇਕਾਰ ਕੋਰਸਿਸ ਸੈਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਯੂ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ actual traders ਆ they have something in common. They don't want you to follow them. They want you to develop something which works for you. Sorry. So you know, just look for those traders. They are great. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ work ਕਰਨਾ, I'm not giving you the, you know, ਜਿਹੜੇ traders ਮੈਂ follow ਕੀਤੇ, follow them. I'm not saying you follow me. I have a very specialized system. I made a lot of things myself. ਹਨਾ, ਮੈਂ data, I love data. ਮੈਨੂੰ data ਇੰਨਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ, I can sit in front of computer every single day 24/7 ਤੇ ਮੈਂ data analyze ਕਰਦਾ ਰਹਾਂ. I like to find patterns. Okay, sometimes there's a creativity block. Okay, you know, it's a creative job to analyze data. It's really a creative job. Sometimes ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ that shit, I can't find anything. I can't find even a single thing. Sometimes it's like that. It's a seesaw. So, but you only need to be right once. You don't need to be right every single time. You only need to be right once. So ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਪੈਟਰਨ ਲੱਭ ਗਿਆ, you will see exponential gains. You know, there was a time when I was risking $10. You know, ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ And when I see myself, a year ago, एक साल पहले मैं, I was just risking, $10-15. एक ਵੱਡਾ trade ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, I accept that. That was my, I won't call it luck. I will call it a good analysis because ਉਹ trade ਏਦਾਂ ਸੀਗਾ, I was looking to buy all the stocks ਜਿਹੜੇ Trump ਨੂੰ endorse ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ. So the biggest endorsement was done by Elon Musk. So I bought Tesla. Tesla was doubled in 4 days. And with leverage, ਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ gains ਕਿੰਨੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੋਣੇ ਆ. So that was a great trade. ਉਹਦਾ trade ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਲਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ. I lost money on it, and I was like, okay, that's all right. I lost a couple of grands. That's all right. ਪਰ ਜੇ ਉਹ work ਕਰਦਾ, it would have been like $23,000. ਉਹਦਾ ਦੇ trades ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਂ ਦੋ ਵਾਰੀ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ. And you have to accept the outcome. You can't beat your head if you lose. Because this is a probabilities game. I don't know मैं कितनी बारी ये कह चुका. It's a probabilities game. Stop trying to judge yourself based on the outcomes. ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ you are losing, yeah, there might be something wrong with you. You might have a strategy that doesn't work. You might be a very emotional person, so you might need to change either yourself or your strategy, or both. So you need to know those changes. So मैं आज तक जिन्ने भी lessons लया, I learned all of those lessons outside the markets. Markets taught me a lot. ਜਿਹੜੀ जिन्ने मेरी outside life भी change कीती है, because I was super aggressive. I'm a kind of person who can stay angry 24 hours in a day and still feel no regret. मैं हाले भी इतना ही sometimes I still have that me in me. So but markets humbled me a lot. It grounded me, and it taught me lessons which I wouldn't have learned the easy way. So yeah, I took 2 trades. If I quickly show you the profiles, what was it? I made 236 US dollars. That's a doctor's salary. That's a doctor's per day income. In New Zealand, in Australia, that's maybe a doctor's salary. Maybe someday when I start trading minis, I will make their yearly salary in a day. I'm not judging anybody based on their income. I'm not doing that. That's not me. I'm just saying that what is possible. This is possible. There were times when I was low. There were times when I wanted to quit. Yes, multiple times. Maybe 5-6 times. I wanted to quit. I wanted to just live a normal life. But every time I went back to a normal life, it pulled me back. I didn't want to accept that reality that, living normal is for me. It's like crippling boredom. It's very boring. I don't like parties. I don't like going to festivals. I don't like celebrating birthdays. I don't like those things. I don't want to be happy. I just want to do what I'm supposed to do. So, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਦੇਖੋ ਹਨਾ, ਆ ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਤਾਂ ਇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀ ਨਿਊ. ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀ ਨਿਊ. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ World War II, you ask your grandparents ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਸੀਗਾ, ਕੀ ਉਹ ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਇਮੈਜਿਨ ਕਰੋ, you were born in like before BC, before Christ, ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਫੂਡ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਪਲੇਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, and you say, it's weekend, I'm not going to kill animals today, I'm just gonna rest. How does it sound? It sounds stupid. So weekends, you need to work on weekends, you need to work after your 9 to 5, you need to work, you need to sacrifice sleep, you need to do a lot of shit, you need to go through pain, you need to go through periods of self doubt. All of those things are there for you, all of those things are lessons. If you मेरी स्क्रीन ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ, if you are defeated and learn nothing, you are defeated twice, one from the defeat itself and one from learning nothing. And ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਕਰਨ ਬੈਠਦਾ I read this ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ, I'm defeated twice and I don't like defeat, I like to win. So I think that's a very big lesson ਜਿਹਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ trading change ਕੀਤੀ, and I'm seeing exponential growth after this. So that was it. The markets are riling up again, so I don't want to trade now. I'm out of the charts, I made money, I made my piece of cake. That's it. All right, see you next time.